What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jacob, also known as Pick Management, back here with Soccer Ash, the queen of soccer. We are here for Betting the Pitch Europe, so you guys get our best bets for the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday slate. We have all sorts of best bets. We have about 10 best bets to give you guys across European soccer because we know that's what you guys are here for. But before we dig into today's slate, I got to tell you guys about a couple of things that every bettor needs in their toolbox. First is the Juicer app, the free app that automatically syncs to your sports book and provides insights and analytics into how you wager so you can become a better bettor. Follow along with other great bettors or climb the leaderboards yourself. Follow along with their AI models. Juicerill is, like I said, totally free app. The link is below. Really great way to improve your betting style. And then if you guys want to be a real statistician, an analytics-based bettor, and want to get into model building but don't have years to spend to learn how to be a statistical engineer, take the shortcut and sign up for the free Rhythm app. The link is below, and what it does is it lets you build models in betting. You can customize models that they've already built using 3 years of historical data, or build one from scratch, and maybe you can build a model as successful as Mark's, who has been hitting at 68% since the beginning of the year. So check out Rhythm, free app, link is below. 2 apps you need to have in your toolbox if you want to be a serious bettor. But Ash, we have been on a little bit of a hiatus for a little while. The people have been dying for an episode. So why don't we just go ahead and jump right into our European bets, and you could say hello, tell people what you've been up to, and just jump right in.
Yeah, I'll just say hello. And what I've been up to is the same thing I always am, just capping this. So, yeah, we'll skip all of that. They're not interested. And we'll just get straight to the plays. They have,
I got to tell you first. People have been saying that you and Charles need to do a soccer show together because you're both have like the Southern accent. So we do like European soccer from the South and do another show with that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you know people have been commenting. They love listening to hear you talk about soccer. So
yeah, that's not a bad idea. So he's from Louisiana. I'm not sure which part. So my hometown is in Mobile, Alabama, which is right. It's along the Gulf Coast, right? As far south as you can get without being in the Gulf of Mexico. So yeah, we down there in the lower part of Alabama, we have this southern drawl, right? So Charles has a little bit of the different southern accent. So yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah,
people
right?
would have to have their southern English to like normal English dictionary. So could be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get my draw on a roll here. So we're going to go to my first play. These are scattered over Friday through Sunday. I believe one of my doubles is a multi-day. I think one of them Saturday and one Sunday, but yeah, we'll get it figured out. Right, so first we're going to go to our Germany Bundesliga 2, right, one of the lower Bundesliga, which is just Jacob and I always hammer this point home. Bundesliga 2, probably definitely in my top 2 favorite leagues for goals. So, and these are a couple of my favorite teams in that league for goals. So we are going to take Fortuna Düsseldorf. They're facing off versus Hamburg side. Both of these teams are good for goals. Hamburg are good for goals, but they're also really good at conceding. And what I love about that is that Dusseldorf, they're coming into this with a ton of confidence. They've been putting up a ton of goals. They have a couple of goal scorers that are in just fantastic form right now. So we are just going to take straight over 3 goals. It's already kind of moving a little bit. So I got it at minus 120. I think it's at minus 123. So it hasn't moved a lot. But if you're one who likes betting Bundesliga 2 and you want to bet this, I would try to get that 3. Sooner rather than later. 3.25 is not bad, but if it's shifted by the time you find it, just wait live within the first 5-10 minutes. You'll be able to get the 3. Yeah. So I do think both teams contribute here. Yeah, like I said, I both of these teams, it's pretty much a pick 'em. So I can see each of these teams actually scoring twice. So just love the over 3. We're not going to combine it with both teams to score, even though I think they do. We're just going to try to just go for simple bets here. And that was actually Friday.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, Hamburg versus Dusseldorf. Hamburg in 3rd place right now in German Bundesliga 2. Have been putting up a lot of goals. They've scored at least 2 goals in like their last 8 road games. So, I mean, I definitely think they do their part here. And Dusseldorf at home is usually good for at least a goal. So I love the 3 there.
Yeah, believe it or not, and I like Dusseldorf's form so much recently, and so do the books because they're pretty much neck and neck. But Dusseldorf's slight favorites on the draw no bet line. I think they're like a -120 to Hamburg's like -108 or something. So yeah, I like Dusseldorf in the spot. Um, and we'll have something to announce towards the end of the show of a bonus pick that I'll have in this one, and we'll let Jacob, right, as the host, take care of all of the promoting of that. So that was actually tomorrow early. So yeah, try to get that one in. And then we are going to go Saturday. All these EPL matches, I try to avoid the Premier League as much as I can, but I actually love this matchup. Oddly enough, for it to be kind of my least favorite league, it's one of my favorite plays of the weekend. So we are going to take Crystal Palace and Luton, right? All these sexy matchups in the Premier League, and this is the one that I love. I absolutely love this match for goals. Crystal Palace at home. It goes without saying, everyone knows who Crystal Palace is, but this Luton side, doesn't matter if they're at home or if they're on the road. These guys can score. They put up a couple against Man City. They'll score against the best of them. And what I love about this Luton side is that they just don't stop. You have some teams. I had Villarreal to score today. Just need them to score one goal for this ACCA that I had. Marseille started beating the shit out of them. It's Villarreal, so they go down, right? And they're like, well, they just give up. That's not the case with Luton. And when you're going to take an over, which is, by the way, what we're on over 2.5 at -115, which I'm not only shocked about getting this at -115, I'm very surprised that this is not set at least 2.75. And now it may shift. I wouldn't be surprised because I jumped on this one as soon as the lines came out. So yeah, Crystal Palace, Luton over 2.5 at -115. I think this is a steal. I think that either of these sides would have a chance of covering it on their own. I don't think they have to. I think that both teams gun for it here, viewing this as a winnable match. And Luton, as well as they've been scoring, but not really been winning, right? So they still need to fight for points to try to stay up in the Premier League. And if anyone's watched them, they fully deserve to. So doesn't matter if Palace goes up 2-0, Luton is going to keep coming at you. So Crystal Palace will have no choice but to keep going for it. Probably my favorite play of the weekend. I've put a unit on it. I might play this for 2 units, and that doesn't seem like a lot to most people, but for me, I think I've literally played 6 2-unit plays all year so far. So
Sure.
That's a lot for me. I'm very much of a half unit, 1 unit better. So 1 unit right now, might put 2 on it. That's how much I like it.
I got to say, Luton has scored in 8 out of the last 9 road games, and Crystal Palace has allowed their opponent to score in 8 out of the last 9 home games.
Yes.
So that definitely just little trend there for you to add to your confidence for the matchup.
Right. Yeah. I think their last match, Luton was nearly +400-ish to score twice versus Man City. And yeah, they did. I mean, they just
put up 2 versus,
they don't care.
They gave Aston Villa a run for their money. They scored on Liverpool, close game versus Man U. I mean, they've been playing people tough. So absolutely.
Oh yeah, if you put them up against a Man U right now, I'd probably have to take them on the draw no bet line. So yeah, love that play. That one is Saturday, so we've got Friday and Saturday covered. So this one we're going to go to Sunday, and it's going to be my first double here for you guys. So this one is we have another EPL. I was looking for a way to throw the sexiest EPL match of the weekend in for you guys, and I do love this look. So in the EPL. What's the biggest matchup of the weekend is Liverpool facing off versus the mighty Man City, right? So we're just going to take a straight, both teams to score in that one. I think that's self-explanatory. 2 teams with excellent firepower, both really viewing this as an important match. A lot of egos on the line here. I think both teams go for it. Man City, like I said, Luton put up 2 against them. So yeah, I don't think Man City have a issue scoring versus Liverpool's side that wins, but does typically concede, right? So neither team has a super strong defense. Both have amazing firepower. As much shit as I talk about the EPL, there's no denying the talent, especially in these 2 sides. So just need Liverpool and Man City both to score. And we're going to pair that with, we're going to go to France League One, and we're going to take Monaco just to score a goal versus Strasbourg. I'd like Monaco to actually win and score a couple, but just to score. And love the odds here. We get that at -122, which I think is just fantastic value, right? Strasbourg at home, they're not a good team. They don't concede a lot. But like I said, I might throw a little bit on Monaco to score twice, but here, just need them to score once, and I would be shocked if they didn't, especially after that debacle where I was on the over. I don't know if you watched it, but with Monaco matched up versus PSG, right? And had over 3, and there were so many shots and so many 8 missed chances, 8 in that match. So I think that's the most I've ever seen missed chances in a match. I don't see that being replicated again here. Monaco, a very, very front-footed type of team that will attack against this shitty Strasbourg team. Don't think they have a problem scoring. So getting 2 of the best teams in the EPL, each just needs to score, and Monaco just scored a goal at -122. Yeah, already bet that one as well. Now,
awesome.
Here comes an irritated one. Did you have something to say about that one?
It better be.
It better not be dogging my bed. So.
No, I definitely think we see goals in Man City, Liverpool, and Monaco is definitely good for a goal. So yeah.
Right? Yeah, I was trying to find ways to put the Liverpool thing together, and then with Monaco, I'm like, just Monaco to score -122. Yeah. Y'all know how I do. That's why I love these doubles. You get to manipulate odds and lines to where the books don't like them, but we do. And that's my favorite thing. Favorite way to get at the books. Now we're going to go for the irritating multi-day double that I don't usually do in VIP, but for some reason on this show, I always seem to find one to throw in here. This is going to be in the main Germany Bundesliga. This one is... Usually we're going for goals. I'm not going for that here. I rarely bet size, but we actually are going to do that here with push protection, which you guys know I love. So we are going to go to the matchup of Augsburg. They're at home playing Heidenheim, which is a newly promoted side. We're just going to take Augsburg, draw no bet. They were a team that I was kind of down on really for most of the season, but they're on a 3-game winning streak here. They're playing really well. They're at home. And I think that the least they can do here is avoid losing, which is all we need them to do. I think they have a really good chance to win. Heidenheim's newly promoted. They're not horrible, but with the way Augsburg's playing right now, I definitely think they're worth putting money on to just simply avoid losing, right? So we're going to take Augsburg, draw no bet. And we're going to pair that with Dortmund, draw no bet. And Dortmund are on the road. They're playing Werder Bremen, though. This one is just going to be kind of lending itself towards Dortmund. They're kind of on the outside, right? You've got Leverkusen at the top, and Bayern Munich's going to be fighting with them. So you have Leipzig and Dortmund kind of on the outside looking in, trying to grab those top few spots, right? So this Werder Bremen side, wouldn't be surprised if they get a goal. I do typically like overs when they're involved, but I will also say here that Dortmund, the superior team offensively and slightly defensively. So yeah, I'm just going to say that they avoid defeat too. So Augsburg draw no bet, Dortmund draw no bet. We get that at +109. Yeah, you never know, but I feel with their current form and everything that the worst. Maybe both legs push, but I don't care. In this industry, I never mind getting my money back, and I think there's a really good shot that we win. So yeah, for sure. Getting that at plus money is nice.
Yeah, that Dortmund's only lost 1 road game all year. I mean, they've pushed quite a bit, but to only lose 1, I mean, if anything, if you guys don't know, most books, if you push on half of your parlay, you just get the payout for the other half. So it'd be a small payout, but drawing on 1 is better than losing on 1. So I definitely take that all day too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. And like I said, get at a little bit of plus money is nice too. And then we're gonna go. This is one of my goal scorers. So we're gonna go to Italy, Serie A. You guys always hear me say it. One of my favorite leagues. And I've laid off of this Napoli team, but we're gonna jump on them for a goal scorer here. they're a little bit lackluster and kind of lost their way a little bit. And with these other teams stepping it up, though, like Atalanta's been in really good form. Inter Milan, they look unbeatable right now. So I think Napoli's finding the form at the right time, and Victor Osimhen's back and healthy, and he scored a few goals. Got shaken off the dust a little bit. So getting him at plus money, Victor Osimhen plus 120 to score versus Torino. Torino's not a horrible side; they don't concede tons of goals, but yeah, just facing this Napoli side that I think has finally got their confidence and a little bit of their swagger back. I'm definitely getting Osimhen at plus money. So plus 120, shop around. You may find him a little better, but I would take him at evens. I wouldn't take any worse than that. I usually don't like laying a price for a goal scorer, but if you get him at evens or higher, Victor Osimhen right now is definitely worth the play in my opinion.
Yeah, I love it. Napoli, I had taken them, I think, last week in maybe one of the Europa or something like that. But now on their third coach of the year, hopefully this will do it for them and they can start playing like Napoli again. They have had a tremendous downfall since last year, but they have started to roll, and I think that they do have some confidence. So Victor Osimhen, anytime goal scorer, I love it a lot. And like Ash had mentioned before, I have a little thing to drop for you guys. So if you guys watch the NBA Betting Insiders, one of the other shows on the Pick Management Podcast Network, you would know that Payam has hit his 6 underdog bets in a row this week. And you have been getting them because you've been hitting the like button. So we're going to start doing that with Ash. She has a couple of bonus plays that she is digging deep for that you guys are going to want to have. But we need 25 likes on this video. So make sure to hit that like. You make sure to hit that subscribe. And if we get 25 likes before game time Saturday morning, we will drop the plays here and in the Discord and also across our socials. So make sure you sign up for the Discord. I'll make sure everyone gets tagged in that so you get it. But Ash has a couple of bonus bets you're going to want to play, but you only get that if we get those 25 likes. So that was all you had for your picks for this week, right?
Yeah. So I'll mention maybe while you're talking, there's one guy I'm kind of interested in. This won't be a bonus one. I'm leaving him for the 25 likes. And you guys, come on, we do a lot of research and everything into these picks. Surely we can get 25 likes, right, to get extra money in your pocket. And my bonus plays are plus money. So that's all I have for now. I'm going to look up the odds on this guy that this lends into my Augsburg bet there. But yeah, you go ahead and fire away. And
I got a couple
back and listen to what you got.
All right, I got a couple too. So I'm going to EPL as well, and I am on Arsenal in over 2.5 goals. Arsenal's taken on Brentford. Arsenal, third place, have been scoring machine lately. They have scored 4 or more goals in their last 5. At home, have only lost once all year, have scored a ton of goals at home, taken on a Brentford team who's in 15th place. Brentford, poor travelers, only won 3 road games all year, given up multiple goals in just about every road loss so far. I think Arsenal is going to beat the dog shit out of them, and I think we see a lot of goals. I think Arsenal can cover this themselves, and I think that it's a real smash spot for them. They're chasing a better playoff position, and they need to keep winning. So I think we see a good performance from Arsenal. So that's it for that one. Any thoughts? It's okay.
No, Arsenal. It's funny because I was on them last time on their team total. I kind of undersold myself, right? Because I didn't realize they scored like 12,000 in the first half. But yeah, a bit on fire. Also benefited from somewhat of an easier schedule, but it's not like they're up against a juggernaut in this Brentford side. So yeah, I think that Arsenal more than capable in their current form of covering that 2.5 themselves. So
yeah,
and they're at home in this one, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that only makes it better. So yeah, I like it.
My dogs were agreeing. So
your dogs either like it or hate it. We'll have to figure out which.
So next up, I'm going to English Championship, and this is on Saturday. I'm taking Norwich in over 2.5 goals. Similar kind of situation. Norwich in 7th place. Really good home team. Have not lost at home in what's that? Sorry, 5, 7, 8. In 10 games, they have not lost at home. They are 8-0-2 their last 10, taking on Rotherham, who have not won in their last 5 games overall, have not won on the road all year long. They've only drawn 4 and lost all the rest. I mean, giving up multiple goals in every single road loss. They have allowed 2 or more goals to their opponent. So this is a really great spot for Norwich. Actually, I want to take a peek at what the regular odds are for this. At minus 385, it's kind of untouchable at the line, but honestly, I think Norwich can shut them out here. So if you wanted to take like minus 1.25, 1.25, so make minus 1/1.5. It's a minus 160. I think that's a great spot. I think the over here itself, over 3 at plus 118, I think that's a great spot. But to make the odds to play Norwich a little bit more realistic here, I took the Norwich and over 2.5 goals, and that is at minus 115.
Oh yeah, nice. That's definitely a team trending to overs right now too. I think I gave them out a couple of shows ago. It ended 1-1, but brutal when you look at the underlying metrics. They underperformed there. So yeah, Norwich is a team, and hey, check it out. There you go. That's a good omen.
Oh yeah,
the Norwich jersey. Yeah, playing to the overs. And like you said, get minus 115 on a minus 300 something favorite. That's what you got to do. Got to dig deep and find value and playable odds. So
All right. So next, I'm going to the Polish. I'm not going to try and pronounce the Polish pronunciation, but it is the Polish top flight. So Polish Premier League. It's the Ekstraklasa.
I think it's like Ekstraklasa or something.
Ekstraklasa.
I probably fucked it up too.
Yeah.
Let's just go with that. We'll Americanize it, bastardize it.
I would just call it the Polish Premier League.
There you go.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce both teams here either. But I'm taking Rakow. They are playing Puszczeska, and I have no idea what the second name is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I tried listening to the pronunciation. I still couldn't get it. I don't speak Polish. It is
usually I didn't know about these. Yeah, I look at those names and I'm like, oh fuck it. That's why I'm glad I typed them in VIP.
Niplomesia, Puszka Niplomesia. I think that is called. But really, it's the Rakow game. That's what you're looking for. So Polish Premier League. Rakow, you'll see it. Rakow. Take both teams to score yes in this one. Their opponent has scored in their last 5 home games, even though they're in 16th place. They have scored in all but 1 home game so far this year. And Rakow scores a lot of goals, scored in 4 out of the last 5 overall, and in every road game but 1. So I like both teams to score yes here at minus 120. So not much on the handicap. Just pretty simple. 2 teams that have scored in all of their games so far this year except 1. So I think we can continue to see goals here. And then last up for me, I'm going to Spanish La Liga, and I am on this Girona game. I really love Girona here. They've been dominating, and if you've been following along with my picks on here and on Driving the Line and some of my like Balls Life Bets articles, you know that I have been riding this Girona team a lot lately. Currently in 2nd place, taking on Osuna in 10th. Girona's had a tough time. Their last 3 away games they have lost, but at home they've been a different kind of team. They've only lost 1 home game all year. They've scored multiple goals in all but 3, and I just think that they are just too dominant at home for this Osuna team, who has played better recently. They're 3-1-1 the last 5, but on the road they've only won 4 road games all year. They just beat Real Sociedad 2 games ago. But before that, it had been like 9 games since they won on the road. And I think Girona is really trying to get that top spot. And they have some work to do still. So I think they'll relish a chance of taking on a lesser opponent at home. So I am taking Girona minus 165 on the money line, and their team total over 1.5 at minus 150. A little bit juicy, but sometimes the juice is worth the squeeze. So that's what I'm on. And those are my 5 plays for our betting the pitch Europa. But Ash, I'll throw it back over to you. You said you were looking up odds. Did you have another goal scorer?
Yeah, and so this goes hand in hand with my Augsburg pick.
Sure.
So I said that the team itself is in really good form, and also so you guys know what my eye goes to, that big plus money and goal scorers. So we're gonna take a guy that's not a full unit play, so I'd recommend half unit on this, but his last name is Tietz, Tietz, Philip Tietz, and we're getting him at plus 175. Yeah, I think that is fantastic value for half a unit with them at home and his form and their form overall. So definitely loving that one. And to me, he should be plus 130-ish range. So yeah, definitely probably getting like 40 cents of value. Yeah, from what the way he's
Awesome.
performing right now. So yeah,
Love it. All right, well, Ash is on Fortuna Dusseldorf game over 3. Crystal Palace Luton was what was the Crystal Palace Luton play?
over 2.5.
Over 2.5. Liverpool Man City, both teams to score yes, and Monaco over half a goal. That's a double minus 122. She's on Augsburg draw no bet plus Dortmund draw no bet plus 109. Victor Osimhen, that's right. Osimhen, anytime goal scorer. And the last one that you just gave, what was his name again?
Philip Tietz.
Philip Tietz, anytime goal scorer. And I am on Arsenal and over 2.5. Norwich and over 2.5. The Rockhouse game in Poland, both teams to score yes. Girona minus 165 and Girona team total over 1.5 or minus 150. Ash, let people know where they can find you on the socials.
You can find me ranting and raving over on Twitter. I refuse to call it anything else. It's still going to be Twitter in my book. Yeah, starting to post more, like I've been saying the last few shows in Discord.
Yep.
Yeah, but over on Twitter, Soccer Q Ash VIP.
Yeah, and we're trying to get her more involved in the Discord, so you'll be able to find some extra stuff over there. And don't forget, 25 likes right here. You get some bonus plays from Ash. Make sure you guys check out the Juice Drill app, the totally free app that automatically syncs to your sportsbook to provide you insights and analytics into how you wager so you could be a better. And if you want to learn how to be a statistical-based better and analytics-based better, make sure you check out the Rhythm app. Learn how to build models, modify the ones that they already have. Maybe you can build one as successful as Mark's that's sitting at 68% since the beginning of the year. Make sure you check that out over on the NHL Betting Insiders. But for otherwise, you guys can find me Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. live with Jonathan Coachman and Alan Bell on Driving the Line. You can also find me with some bonus bets and videos and articles over on Ball is Life Bets. Otherwise, you can find me across all socials at Pick Management. This has been Betting the Pitch Europe. We will see you later.